Okay, so for this next step, like again, like I said, I'm going to want to create a control spine. One of the things I did is decide from what point to what point. So I know I want to sketch a spline, but come over here and like sort of pick one of these points, and you're going to have success. So I decide, all right, so maybe I'll do it from this point up to this point. I could actually stay with the top point of the curve here. Um, but I think actually I'll dare to be different. I'll dare to actually go from this point to this point in this case. In order to make that, you need a plane to sketch that on. And so since any 3 points in space define a plane, I'll probably pick that point, then that point, and then the other point is a little bit more arbitrary. It doesn't really matter. We know that there'll be it doesn't, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter, but in this case, I'd probably be safe to say I'll probably pick that one, and the middle one. So watch this. Plane. You go to the tools here and you hit 3 points because 3 points actually defines a plane. In math, that's how you define a plane, is 3 points lock it. That point, very important trick, a very important engineering trick that you will need. That what I just told you, 3 points define a plane, very elemental, very basic, very important. So I say those 3 points in this case will define the plane. By the way, when you create them, it's always a good idea to do it again and just mirror that same action. Come up here, always create your planes as mirror images because you need one on each side. So I'll create that one too. All right. So you have this kind of like butterfly that you've created. That's good. That's what you kind of want it to look like. And you'll have another set of those to create the bottom edges. Okay. And so I've taken a couple screenshots of this. I think it kind of looks cool. Almost got like this kind of biplane shooting at you. I love it. The construction elements are always a lot of fun to me visually. And I sometimes I get lost in them. But that's because I love this kind of stuff. So, all right, here. So what I'm going to do now is for right now, I'm going to no show that other one. This one I'm going to pick, do a new sketch on it. And now I'll want to actually view this plane. So I'll say view normal to. There we go. And again, I'm looking kind of down at an angle at this. And I'm going to spin this around for a second because, again, I want to make sure I go from that point right there. All right. So I like to, you'll see, actually, let me just try and do this. In these cases, I'm going to go with more control points, I think, here. So I'll do a total of 5 control points instead of the 3 I did for the last one. And then I also got to make sure that goes right there. So I double click. That was, I think, pretty well done. And that's how you have to have it all constructed if you're going to have these control guides work like you want them to, okay? So again, remember, I can kind of come in here and trim and change those up. So if I hit escape, I can say, all right, maybe I want a little bit more out on that line. And I wanted it to dip in a little bit more for aerodynamics. That's what I did on my first effort here. And then I like some of what's going on here, but I might want to pull that back a little bit. There we go. See what kind of weird shape we get. But, again, that's something you can change as the designer later on. So the closer you get to the control points, the more continuous that goes. So I'll probably just stop at something like that. And then I'll go and try this curve out. So just to make sure it works. So if I select loft and choose that profile and that profile, and then say with guides and continuities, can I pick that? It's working. See that? So now I just need three more really to finish this out. And again, I could pick that top one and I could pick the bottom one. And now I just need to add a mirror image to that one over here. And then I'll pick and do one on the sill underneath. So I'm going to stop the video here at this point and just kind of let you try that. And then I'll put another one together for you, which will finish off all 4 of those, or the 3 more.